Will RoboCop return? What does the future look like for another RoboCop? The iconic cyborg lawman may finally be making his way back to the screen. After years of false starts and abandoned projects, Amazon's recent acquisition of MGM has opened new possibilities for the RoboCop franchise. But what makes this potential return particularly intriguing is the complex web of competing visions for the character's future. While multiple attempts to revive RoboCop have failed over the past decade, including Neil Blomkamp's highly anticipated RoboCop Returns project, recent developments suggest we might see not just one, but multiple new iterations of Detroit's chrome-plated defender of justice. The question is, which version of RoboCop will actually make it to screens? And will it live up to Paul Verhoeven's groundbreaking original? The journey of RoboCop from its 1987 debut to today has been anything but straightforward. Paul Verhoeven's original masterpiece wasn't just an action film. It was a razor-sharp satire of corporate greed, media manipulation, and the militarization of law enforcement. With its perfect blend of ultra-violence, dark humor, and social commentary, RoboCop became a cultural phenomenon that grossed over $53 million at the box office from a modest $13 million budget. What made the original RoboCop special wasn't just its action sequences or groundbreaking special effects. It was the human story at its core. The tragedy of Alex Murphy, a good cop brutally murdered and transformed into something both more and less than human. Peter Weller's iconic performance captured both the machine-like efficiency of RoboCop and the struggling humanity of Murphy beneath the chrome. The franchise has seen multiple attempts to recapture that magic, from the immediate sequels in the 90s to the 2014 reboot starring Joel Kinnaman. While each had its merits, none quite managed to balance the original's unique mix of elements. The 2014 remake, despite grossing $242 million worldwide, failed to launch a new series of films, leaving the future of the franchise uncertain. What went wrong? The path to bringing RoboCop back to screens has been riddled with obstacles and false starts, reflecting the complex challenges of reviving such an iconic franchise. The most promising attempt was RoboCop Returns, a project that would have served as a direct sequel to the 1987 original, ignoring all other sequels and the remake. This version was particularly exciting because it was based on a screenplay by original RoboCop writers Ed Neumeyer and Michael Miner, who had actually written this sequel script back in the 1980s. The revival of this dormant script came about in an unusual way. In 2016, MGM president John Glickman noticed something remarkable in the original sequel screenplay. It had predicted a reality TV star becoming president. This eerily prophetic element sparked renewed interest in the project, leading to serious development talks. The project gained serious momentum in 2018 when Neil Blomkamp, known for sci-fi hits like District 9 and Elysium, signed on to direct. Blomkamp's vision was clear and exciting. He wanted to create a direct continuation of Verhoeven's original film, maintaining its hard R rating and satirical edge. He even planned to use the original RoboCop suit design, announcing on Twitter that it would be, quote, 1,000,000% original. His attachment to the project generated massive buzz among fans, who saw him as the perfect director to capture the original's blend of violence, humor, and social commentary. However, the excitement was short-lived. By August 2019, Blomkamp had departed the project, citing scheduling conflicts with MGM's desired timeline. This sudden departure dealt a significant blow to the project's momentum and fan enthusiasm. The studio quickly pivoted, bringing in Australian director Abe Forsyth, known for the zombie comedy Little Monsters. Forsyth's version hit a mysterious and apparently insurmountable obstacle. In October 2023, he cryptically stated, quote, "There is an element in the script which will stop it from ever seeing the light of day. I have to be careful of what I say and how I say it." This tantalizing hint at behind-the-scenes complications has left fans speculating about what could have been so controversial or problematic that it completely derailed the project. The 2014 reboot's mixed reception also cast a long shadow over attempts to revive the franchise. While the film wasn't a failure, grossing $242 million worldwide, its PG-13 rating and more conventional approach to the material left many fans cold. The reboot's attempt to humanize RoboCop by having him regularly remove his helmet and maintain a relationship with his family went against the tragic element that made the original so powerful: the loss of Murphy's humanity and his struggle to reclaim it. Corporate changes have also impacted the franchise's direction. The recent acquisition of MGM by Amazon has shifted the landscape once again. While Amazon has expressed interest in developing both film and television projects in the RoboCop universe, this corporate transition has likely contributed to further delays and changes in creative direction. Cast perspectives. The potential return of RoboCop has sparked interest from both past cast members and new talent. Perhaps most notably, Peter Weller, the original Alex Murphy, has had a complex relationship with returning to the role. While initially stating he wasn't interested in reprising the character, Weller later revealed in April 2019 that he was actually in talks to return, famously stating, quote, "If the money is right, I'll do anything with RoboCop." The possibility of Weller's return was a key element of Abe Forsyth's vision for the project. As Forsyth revealed, quote, "It was the best way of continuing the story of Murphy and of Peter Weller playing Murphy. This is why I'm really disappointed. It was a great way of bringing the character back." Beyond the original cast, several high-profile actors have expressed interest in being part of a potential RoboCop revival. Michael B. Jordan was rumored to be interested in a role during the early stages of RoboCop Returns, while Bryan Cranston publicly stated he would, quote, "love to play a villain" in a new RoboCop film. This level of interest from established talent suggests that the franchise still holds significant appeal within the industry, even after multiple failed attempts at revival. Untapped potential. The world of RoboCop remains remarkably relevant in today's society, perhaps even more so than in 1987. The original film's themes of corporate overreach, privatization of public services, and the ethics of artificial intelligence don't just resonate with contemporary audiences, they feel prophetic. The original script for RoboCop Returns by Neumeier and Miner, titled RoboCop: The Corporate Wars, painted a fascinating vision of the future that has never made it to screen. Set approximately 30 years after the original film, their story envisioned a world where cities had evolved into fortified citadels for the wealthy, while the poor struggled in vast, lawless regions beyond their walls. Perhaps most intriguingly, their script explored the concept of a ghost in the machine, a female AI consciousness with whom RoboCop forms a complex relationship, raising fascinating questions about the nature of humanity and consciousness. The script also delved deep into the realm of human augmentation technology, a concept that's become increasingly relevant as real-world advances in biotechnology and neural interfaces continue to accelerate. The writers imagined a future where the line between human and machine had become increasingly blurred, with wealthy individuals enhancing their bodies with cutting-edge technology. This prescient vision of transhumanism could provide rich ground for exploring contemporary debates about technological enhancement and social inequality. Beyond these specific plot elements, the RoboCop universe contains vast untapped potential for examining our relationship with technology and authority in the modern age. The original film's brilliant satire of media manipulation and corporate control feels more relevant than ever in our era of fake news and tech monopolies. A new iteration could explore how these themes have evolved in the age of social media, surveillance capitalism, and algorithmic governance. Reboot challenges. Any new RoboCop project faces several significant hurdles that need to be addressed. First, there's the challenge of tone. The original film's perfect balance of ultra-violence, dark humor, and social commentary is incredibly difficult to replicate. The 2014 reboot's PG-13 rating demonstrated how crucial this balance is. Without the freedom to push boundaries, RoboCop risks losing its edge. Second, there's the question of relevance. While the themes of the original film remain pertinent, a modern RoboCop needs to address contemporary issues like surveillance capitalism, artificial intelligence, and the increasingly blurred line between human and machine. Finally, there's the challenge of expectations. The original RoboCop has only grown in stature over the years, with many considering it a masterpiece of science fiction. Any new version needs to honor this legacy while bringing something new to the table. Future prospects. The future of RoboCop might be brighter than ever, thanks to Amazon's acquisition of MGM in 2023. The tech giant has identified RoboCop as one of its priority properties, with plans for both film and television projects in development. This multi-platform approach could provide the perfect opportunity to explore different aspects of the RoboCop universe. Most intriguingly, Amazon is reportedly prioritizing a television series over a film project. This format could allow for a deeper exploration of the themes and world building that made the original film so compelling. A serialized format could give creators the time and space to properly develop both the action and philosophical elements that define RoboCop. What do you think about Amazon's plans for RoboCop? Would you prefer to see a new film or TV series? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.